What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play series here on the Amplified Console Edition. Now, I know in the last episode I said we're probably going to be making work on the slime chunk, but I've had a change of plan for today. Now, most of the projects that I want to get started are being held back due to a lack of iron. A lot of the redstone projects, because you need a lot of iron for the pistons and hoppers. So I've decided to bite the bullet and just go ahead and build an iron golem farm. So I've set out an area already. It's where we're going to be building the sandstone fortress. Like, this hole here has been dug in preparation for a redstone project as well, but I need a lot of iron for it. Now, with the bridge, I did change the floor layout a bit and put in some redstone lamps, and I brought out the pathway a bit up to here, because where it just started at the bridge, it didn't look quite right. I'm still not 100% settled on the exact design of it, but hopefully it should come along fine. And I was thinking about building some form of an archway here where the pathway starts, just so it isn't a weird cut off from here. Now, I've spread out the grass a lot thicker, which I'm going to make into the grass pathway, and I think once it's been filled with the sugarcane, it shouldn't look too bad actually. So you'll have sugarcane coming across here, obviously around that little farm there, sugarcane coming over here, and then it will mix in with the grass pathway, and then it will sort of mould into this area quite nicely once I've built a decent archway. So that's going to be in the works very soon. The bridge itself, I've changed the floor design and remade it about 7 times over now, and I'm quite happy with the way it looks at the moment. I'm not too sure how I'm going to continue it over to the next section, because this is a very straight pathway, so the design is kept very neat and tidy and easy to do. But as you can tell from here, it's going to have to travel over that way. Before we go over there, I'm actually going to have to grab a bed from over here to sleep away the night once it comes, because trying to build an iron golem farm in the desert when it's night time, the amount of husks that spawn is insane. Now, where's my closest bed? I think it's going to be all the way over here. Yeah, let me just grab this. Now, I've been AFK over here for quite a while, so we've got more than enough villagers to run one iron golem farm off of. So there's going to be no waiting around for that. I've got enough... Oh, there we go. I've got enough railway track made with the iron that I had left over to run a temporary railway line over to where it's going to be. Yeah, as you can see, I've got quite a lot of the resources set aside ready for it. Now, yeah, Silk Touch. And you probably noticed that I'm not using the Elytra. It's well, it doesn't give you any armor, and to be honest with you, it's quite difficult to use when you can't use the punch bow to set yourself off in the console edition, which is how comes I'll probably save it until they introduce the fireworks so that you can launch yourself using them, and it will be a lot easier to use and get around. So for now, I'm just sticking with the diamond armor that we've got. Gives a lot more protection against the mobs. So yeah, although I do enjoy using the Elytra, the only time I've actually used it is to get from here back down to the cottage. Now over here, I flattened out quite a large area because that's where I want our main sandstone sort of fortress keep to be, and then I'll have the outer walls done a little bit further out. There we go. Oh, not the best place to land there. Okay, now I'm only going to be building a small scale iron golem farm. Usually in my worlds before this, I've done like a triple or a quad iron golem farm. I think the quad is the maximum you can actually get out of with the villager max cap, is 40 villagers, and then they just seem to stop breeding altogether. But I should have the resources set aside, so let's grab a load of sandstone to start ourselves off. Now, we want it roughly centre at this point, because I want the keep to be built around it, just to hide it, because I think we can all agree that Iron golem farms aren't the prettiest thing in the world. Okay, so we've got our doors, got some glass, we've got some wood on us as well. Now, let's see, the center is roughly around here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is wrong already. One thing I do like about the sandstone blocks is that they're instant mine. Okay, so how high do we want this to go up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that should give us a decent amount of room below that the iron golems won't try to spawn down there. Let's go up one more. Let's keep crouched for a second. Now this is just going to be the drop shaft where they fall down to their death. Going to be doing the standard usual thing, just kill them with the lava and have hoppers pick up the items. So I'll just go out 1, 2, 3, 4 each way. Now, yeah, I think this is probably the longest I've had a world running without having an iron farm. So I think it's a case that we desperately need one, and now it's seriously holding me back on the projects I want to get started. Okay. Yeah, the hole that I've dug up near the villager farm, or the villager breeder, is a plan that I've got for a automatic sugarcane farm. So I'm getting a little bit fed up of manually harvesting the sugarcane. So I thought to get that running, but then I averaged out that I needed, I think it was over 100 pistons altogether for that one that I wanted to do. So that's 100 bits of iron just for the pistons. And then you need the iron for the hoppers, and you don't need iron for the dispensers that I want to use for it. I need to come up with a item elevator. I've seen the ones that they're now using in the PC version by just using dispensers pointing up into glass. I'm not 100% sure if that works in the console version or not, but I'll give that a go in my redstone test world before I go ahead and build it all. The design that I've got is premised around having a 2x2 elevator in the center of it to bring the items back up. So I'm hoping that it can fit in. But that will probably be what we work on next episode. Now, as for other future projects, I will show you what the slime farms, is that right? 10 by 10, that's the ground floor, so we want to bring it out one more for where the doors are going. Yeah, I'll show you the double slime chunk before we end today's episode, just so that you can see where I am with it. I did finish digging it all out, and I finished doing all the hidden lighting and finished doing all the leaves along the walls. So I think the next part of it is to get started organizing the water streams as to, because I think it's 4 times as big as the actual double slime chunk that there is there. So you can have the stream pretty big and then have greenery around it. I want to build a little sort of, I wouldn't say jungle, but a nice green biome underground. And this is what I was afraid of, it getting to night time, so thankfully we've got our bed with us. Yeah, so this is the largest bit of desert that I could find, so the fortress keep is obviously going to be going out from over there to about over there, coming up over it and building around the actual iron golem farm. Go to sleep, there we go. So when this is done, I'm not really worried about the aesthetics of this one, really. There we go. So 2 hide end doors. What I'll do is I will get this built up and I'll bring you back so then you can have a look at it and we'll take it from there. So I'll see you in a minute. And we're back. What's going on, guys? Now I've finished building the Iron Golem farm, and I've just about managed to run the track over to here to where our villagers are. Now I barely made it. I've went very sparingly on the powered rails, and I've only got 30 of the normal rails left. It was quite a lot further than I initially anticipated it was going to be. So it was, I think it was like 5.5 stacks of normal rails and nearly a full stack of the powered. But hopefully we can see if it works or not. Fingers crossed. Let me see whereabouts the sun is, because I don't want one travelling then a load of zombies to spawn. Okay, I think we've got enough time to at least give one a test run. Fingers crossed it actually picks one up. Great, it would be one of them. Okay. Let me hop in a minecart and follow him, just to make sure. And if he does stop along the way, then we can just give him a little nudge along. There he goes. Yeah, I've tried to use it only on the uphill parts. As you can see, no powered rails there. Should have just enough powered rails to make it up and in. Whee! There we go. Now I'm going to keep him inside the minecart for now. I am definitely going to have to go to sleep very, very soon, because nothing's worse than a zombie attacking this lot once I've got them all up here. Now, as you can see, it's all fully done. I just need to finish off the drop chute for the actual iron golems. I've half slabbed the top, so no spawning. There's water on each platform, so there's going to be no spawning of hostile mobs in there. And now it's just a case where I need to get I think it's a minimum of 10 to have it working at full efficiency for the size it is. So yeah, so that would be one. And I'm not sure if this can take me all the way back up this hill bit in here. But because I'm riding it, if I hold forward, it should do it. Yeah, that's right. But very, very slowly. So yeah, it's just a case of getting this slot in now. And once I've got the 10 over there, I will bring you back in a second. Welcome back, guys. Now I've managed to get 11 villagers in total from the breeder over here. They're all still sitting in their minecarts. So now comes the tricky bit of trying to get the minecarts back without them making a run for it. So, trying to think the best way to do it. If I hop down in here, now they can't jump out, and neither can I from here, which is fine. Oh, come on, there we go. 1, 2, come on, 3. Oh, I did not want him to go there. It's alright, we've got a backup in case he doesn't make it back in. Oh, but I've not got a backup for him, or him. Right, so all the ones on that side are gonna kick off onto the ledge, which is not what we wanted at all. Okay. Well, I've got the minecarts, which is one thing, I guess. We do that. We do this. And we're gonna have to somehow stop them from going over there. If we break that door quickly, oh, it's gonna be such a mess. And then we block that bit up there. So then hopefully we can just barge them in. Any luck? Oh, this is not gonna be easy, is it? Great. Can I? Yeah, but that ain't gonna help. Okay. think the only way that I'm gonna be able to do this is if... Let me just hop out here. Do that. And then let me hop. Let me break one of these blocks. And then put that block back there. Then what we should be able to do is just punch them in. But hopefully they don't die. We should have a good few hits in them, so there we go. And put the glass up. Oh god, this is so tricky. Ugh. Really? He closes the door in my face. Okay. Okay, I think they're all locked in there now. Let me hop down quickly. Ouch. Let me double check up there. Oh, well, one of them's managed to leg it halfway around. But as long as there's 10 in here, I think we're good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's fine. The other one was just in case something happened, which something did happen. I need to make this mob proof, this little area here. Get rid of that. I need to put the doors back onto that side. Let's get rid of these blocks. Nothing spawns. And then that would be a lever and not a torch. I want to get rid of this guy. Oh, that was his own fault, really. Shouldn't have misbehaved. Hop up here. Get rid of that and that. Now, I really want to be able to close some doors. I'm going to have to go back in there in a sec. Let me just break off any way for mobs to get to them. And I left my bed up at the, oh, well that wasn't helpful. Up at the other bit, where the villager breeder is. So let me go there quickly, sleep away this night. Before something awful happens. Ow. Oh, really? Really? This is all I need. There we go. Let's fight them on the way. Okay. Yeah, my worst fear is a zombie getting in and killing all the villagers. Because altogether, so far, it's been about an hour and 10 minutes doing this farm. Oh, wait, it's killing me now. Okay. Yeah, I did block off a couple of bits of the rail where the villagers were bouncing back. So, oh, alright. Okay, the knockback on the sword seems to stop them from blowing up, so there we go. Oh, is that another one? Okay, no. I think we're okay. Yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully no zombies have got into this breeder either. They can't get into where the two villagers are throwing potatoes at each other, but I think I may have left the hatch door open. The trapdoor. Hatch door. The trapdoor open where I was letting them out to push them down, but this area is pretty well lit up, so it looks relatively okay. Quickly double check on them. Yep, that's fine. No zombies. Quickly check in there. That's fine. And then there's going to be a block here. Yep, what's that? I forgot about that one. Let's get rid of that. And wasn't helpful. Do that. Really? There we go. Bit of a saving lag spike. We'll head back over to here. Okay, that was an odd sound. We'll head back over here to finish this off. Ugh. There we go. So hopefully any zombies that did spawn would have burnt up in the daylight. Unless they're husks, obviously. They are a major pain. And please just be lag, please just be lag. Thank you. Oh my god. Major panic there, but we look okay. I think I need to make a couple of doors. I think I may have lost some. And I need a junk chest. Just to get rid of some of these. Come on. There we go. Now, how many doors? How many doors? We've got 2 on us. I'm not sure if that was all of them or not. I did bring some spare wood just in case. And yeah, that's fine. Let's hop up here. Make sure that everything is secure. Down into here. Close these doors. Break that. Put that one back. And we've got one over here to put back. Now, as far as I know, these blocks are taken. Oh, it's these ones that the baby zombies could probably spawn on. Oh, that was a bit of a lapse in judgment from me. Okay, that looks fine. Yeah, because these ones are blocked by the doors. Glass blocks they can't spawn on anyway. There's half slabs at the top. Corner blocks now have torches on, so there shouldn't be any spawns up there. I guess worst comes to worst is we just have to replenish it. It's not too far of a journey, and I want to be running a permanent rail line underneath the ground over to here anyway from that area. So having all of this stuff in the area is a bit handy. I'm gonna have to get rid of that sandstone pillar and get rid of them. So we've got 10 villagers there. That should be enough. We've got more than enough doors. Water set up. There's no other doors in the area. That should be all of the prerequisites of a iron farm. As long as I've not made any other major mistakes. Okay. Let's finish off doing this bit first. Down here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I hate that. You have to time it right to place blocks for some reason. Went up too high to be able to jump up there. I wonder if I've got enough glass to do the drop shaft. Hoping I have. If I haven't, I've got more than enough sand in the area. Yep. Yeah, definitely feather falling on the boots is definitely the way to go. I used to always prefer depth strider if I got one or the other, but yeah, feather falling is definitely the way to go. Okay, yeah, we still got another stack of glass. And then we can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go up another one. And then hopefully it should be able to just crouch and do this. And that. Let's fill this all in. It's a bit unnerving that I've not seen an iron column yet. Come on, there we go. Get these all placed. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Rookie mistake. Still not going to be high enough doing that. Place, place. Okay, that's all done. And of course there's a front section still to do. Now before we do that, really can't be asked to run down there just to use a crafting table. So let's make some of them, and we want some signs. And 1, 2, 3. Yep. You and you, you and you. And need to get a little bit higher. Finish doing this. Down one more. Bring some sandstone in there just for, no, just to give it a little touch. I may change some of these for the smooth sandstone because this is going to go further down into what I want to be my main warehouse area. But for now, that should do. We need some of you, we need some of you, we need some of you. Okie dokes. Undo. Break that. And then we want our hoppers in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then our lava should just be able to go in overhead. Yeah, I know it's unnecessary to have all lava sources, but I don't really like it otherwise, and I can't remember it. It's this one over here. There we go. And that is a job done. Now we just have to cross our fingers and pray for some iron golems. Dot count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so there's definitely 10 there. No other doors in the area, and that is job done. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. Next episode, hopefully if we get enough iron, we can start some of our redstone projects. Otherwise, we'll move on to our double slime chunk. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And I bet you thought that was going to be the end of the episode. Yeah, I just started editing and I realised or remembered I did say I was going to show you the progress on the slime farm. Now, I've been AFK at this for a few hours and already got a couple of stacks of iron, so it is working pretty fine. Not nearly as much iron as I was hoping, so I definitely got a bigger project regarding the iron golem farms in the very near future. Now, we'll head over to the slime chunks and then I can show you the progress that I've actually made. Can this horse jump 2 blocks? No, he cannot. So, come on. Yeah. Nope, still not. And now. Really. There you go. God, that was difficult. So, make sure that other one can't get out. There we go. Yeah, we'll head over there by horse. It's just underneath the cottage. I made a few cosmetic changes to the cottage, not the outside, but the interior. It was looking very plain. If this horse can actually get up here, I do not know. Yeah, once I've done the pathways, it'll be a lot easier and quicker to get from one side to the other. So, let's just head over there now. I'm trying to remember if I've made any other changes after I said the episode was finished. No, I've got started on another nether tunnel and set up a couple of more nether portals just to quick travel from places. Wow, this horse is like insanely slow. I don't think I'm going to bother breeding this one. I think it's faster than me walking and it doesn't use up any of my hunger. So I've still got to get around to building something there. It is meant to be a lighthouse I'm meant to be doing, but I just haven't really been inspired to build it. I've been looking at different lighthouse build styles and none of them have really triggered that spark that I want to be able to build. Sorry. This area, I am very happy with how this area came out. Much more preferable to the curved pathways than the straight ones, because this adds a little bit more depth and character to the builds. Hop up of here. Yeah, altogether I think I've spent about 36 hours digging the area out, and then I think about another 6 or 7 hours doing all the leaves and the hidden lighting in the walls. But yeah, this is it. Well, this is it so far. This is like stage 1 now complete, which is we've got the area that we want to be able to build in, and yeah, I think it's actually come out looking pretty well. Now you can see a couple of spots, like there's a jack-o'-lantern there, another one over there. There is, oh, there should also be another one. I think there's one just up in there, that hole there. And that's where I want other water streams to be coming out, like little miniature waterfalls coming from each one. Now I'm going to be bringing the ground up using dirt and changing it all to grass with the greenery and the natural look. And then I'll hopefully be able to fit in the natural water streams, which will then take the slimes that jump off our future floating islands to the kill chamber. And yeah, that's definitely going to be something that we're going to be working on extremely soon. But there's a couple of other mini projects that I want to get up and running before taking this on, because I can see this one being a lot of fiddling around with the floating islands, because they got to look big enough not to look stupid, but then they can't be too big, so the slimes can then jump off outside of the width of the stream that I want. But the actual area down below here is, I think it's like 5 or 6 times the size of a slime chunk now going from across. So what turned into, if you see that flat bit at the top there, that was our initial slime double chunk. Now as you can see, it's around about 2 or 3 times the size on this side and 2 or 3 times the size on that side. So we've got more than enough room to work with, and having a big stream won't look too ridiculous because it is a massive area down there. But yep, I think that is now going to do it for this episode, now that I've fulfilled what I said I was going to do. So I hope you enjoyed it, and looking forward to when we get started on this. See ya.